And today I wanted to talk about tips and advice for men who are interested in having sex or dating trans women or being in a relationship with trans women or any aspect of your interest in a transsexual woman. Now obviously, as I always say, these are just my opinions and views and my experiences of this situation in particular, and everyone is different, every trans woman is different, every trans woman's needs, thoughts, desires when it comes to men or women, if they find women attractive, are all different. So these are just my experiences, opinions, and obviously another trans woman may have a completely different view on all of this. So just bear that in mind. But I'm sure you can get a good idea just from me and my experiences. So there you go. So my suggestion first, the guys who find trans women attractive and are thinking about wanting to meet a trans woman for the first time, whether it be having sex with her, whether it be paying for sex, whether it be meeting to get to know someone or dating them or having a serious relationship, any of those things, the most important thing I would say first off is you need to make sure that you are aware of who you are and how you feel about your sexuality and how you feel about how it makes you feel finding trans women attractive. Because I think a lot of men struggle, understandably, with their feelings about trans women and how it makes them feel and what does that mean about them and their sexuality if they find a trans woman attractive. Now, the easiest way for me to explain it is that, and this is obviously just my view, but I'm just going to say, the way to explain it I always say to guys is that if you find femininity attractive, then you're straight, because straight men find femininity attractive and gay men find masculinity attractive. So regardless of what you do in the bedroom with somebody, because obviously that's a private thing and it's no one else's business either, what you do in the bedroom with someone does not define your sexuality. What you find attractive defines your sexuality. So if you find women and trans women attractive because you like femininity, then you're straight, because it's the femininity of the trans woman that you find attractive, regardless of what you do in the bedroom. Some people may completely disagree, some people may say that that means you're bi, but personally, I think it means you're straight, because you wouldn't date a man or you wouldn't sleep with a man. If you did, then that would mean you were bi. Again, nothing wrong with that either, but I'm just saying that usually men who like trans women are usually straight, and they like women and they like trans women. And I think that's usually the biggest obstacle for them to get over. Usually, well, and the other thing is her having a cock or a penis or whatever you want to call it. Because obviously some men are completely fine with trans women having a little bit extra. And some guys aren't. And obviously some trans women will have an issue if you have a problem with her having a penis, because a lot of trans women who are pre-op, who are staying pre-op, are quite happy with what they've got and they're not ashamed of it. So if you can't deal with that, then they can't deal with you. So once you've got over that hurdle, then you need to decide what it is you actually want from the scene and what it is you actually want from a trans woman. And again, there's nothing wrong with any of the things you may want. If you just want to meet a trans woman and pay her for sex, then that's fine. If you just want to meet up for fun with a trans woman, that's fine. Trans women like having sex just as much as anyone else likes having sex. Or if you're looking for a relationship, that's fine too. The most important thing is, and I think this is the most important point out of anything that I'm going to say on this video, explain what it is you're looking for to the person that you're interested in, or people that you're interested in. Make it very clear what you're looking for. Don't pretend you're looking for something else when you're clearly looking for this, because if she is looking for something more, or she's hoping that you like her more than just have sex with her, and you've told her this, but you don't really want to, you're going to have her constantly contacting you, wanting to go out and do things, and you're going to sort of not be that interested and be very cold with her. It's going to turn into a big argument, it's going to get very ugly, and she's going to get very upset. You're going to hurt her feelings, you're going to make her feel more insecure than she did before, and you're going to end up getting a reputation, because, you know, let's face it, wherever you are in the world on the trans scene, it's pretty small in any city, and everyone knows everyone else. It's quite incestuous in that way. And a lot of people have been with a lot of people. So people talk and people gossip, and it will get around if you treat people badly. Now, I'm not saying that as a threat, and I'm not saying that in a nasty way. I'm just saying that be honest with people. Be honest about your feelings and how you feel, and explain what it is you're looking for. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with just looking for sex or just that, but just tell people that, because you'll probably find that people will be a lot more understanding of that, and they even may just say to you, okay, that's fine, let's just have sex and that's it. They may be more inclined to say yes if you tell them the truth, because if you pretend that you want something else, then you're just digging a grave for yourself. Do you know what I mean? I think it's very important that you make sure that you're open and honest. Now, obviously, this goes both ways, and that is the same for all people in all walks of life and all relationships. You know, the most important thing is to be open and honest with the person that you're interested in, and let them know what it is you're looking for or how you feel. And there's nothing, like, if you don't find someone attractive, or after you've slept with them you don't want anything else, just tell them. You know, people can deal with the truth more than you know, and it's more about you being afraid of it's more of you being afraid of hurting them and feeling bad for yourself that stops people from saying the truth. When in reality, you know, even if it is a bit of a hard pill to swallow, it's much easier to deal with like the day after than it is 6 months down the line when you still think that something's supposed to be going on between you and this other person, and in their mind, like, it's over, they just can't be bothered to tell you, or they haven't got the guts to tell you. And obviously, you know, it's best to do it face to face, or at the very least over the phone talking. Like on text or WhatsApp, it's just, no, it's not cool. You know, so just be honest and open. That's the most important thing. I mean, you know, I was thinking about lots of things I could talk about in this video, and the one thing that stood out to me, which is the most important thing, and I could have just sat here and talked about that on its own, and that was it, but I thought I'd digress a little bit. But that's the most important thing. If you're looking to meet a trans woman in any aspect, because they're all fine, whichever you choose, there's no problem with any of those things I suggested earlier, but just be open and honest. I mean, not so much with if you're paying a woman to see her for escorting bookings and stuff, then you don't need to say anything. You know, it's a transaction, so, you know, no one's expecting anything in that situation. But as far as casual sex, or a sex partner, or a shag partner, or whatever you want to call it, a Netflix and chill partner, or someone a bit more serious, that you need to be open and honest about how you feel, where you are in how you feel about dating a trans person, or being around a trans person, or being around a trans person in public. You know, because guys need to get used to all those different things, and some guys are really confident and they go to clubs on their own, or they have lots of friends that they know there, and they're pretty comfortable, they know most of the girls and stuff. And some guys are very shy, and it takes them a long time to come onto the scene and get used to how it all works and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, just be open and honest. I said it, I keep saying it over and over again, so hopefully you'll hear it. And obviously, I know that some girls are not open and honest as well, but I'm just saying it from your point of view, guys, just so that it just gives you a better idea of what to say to someone, and also it will just make things better for you in the long run, because she will respond a lot better if you're open and honest, because she feels that she can open up to you and trust you with her feelings, and her being honest as well. So just remember that, guys, just be open and honest. I hope that's helped. Have a great day, everyone, lots of love, and I'll see you soon.